Howdy everyone, your Power Al here with some more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Last episode, we became an adult. We found out that Ganondorf pretty much took over Hyrule in the 7 years that we were frozen in time, and yeah, things have changed. Castletown is now a wreck, but at least there is something for us to do here in Kakariko Village, according to this young man named Sheik. But yeah. Our ultimate goal is to awaken the 5 people that would become sages, and one of our leads, like I said before, is here in Kakariko Village. Now, right off the bat, not the grass, a lot of people, I saw the ghostly figure of Tompe the Gravekeeper sinking into his grave. It looked like he was holding some kind of treasure. Okay then. Yeah, ever since he escaped from Hyrule Castletown, he's become even more timid. Yep. A lot of the people that were in Castletown, they fled over here to Kakariko Village in these past 7 years. Also, this building is fully completed. We're gonna do some exploring around just to see what's changed. Just because, again, 7 years have passed, and things are different now. All people have hardships in their past that they would rather no one found out about. Look at the bearded man over there. I bet even someone like him has had his share of troubles in the past. Look at him, the man with the beard. I think he was fired from his job at the ranch. He's always just lacing around, morning, noon, and night. He's an awfully carefree guy during such hard times. And it's Talon. Malin, doing alright? Sorry to make you worry. Poor fella. Yeah, everyone's been just having a hard time here, but at least everyone here is safe. What about you? A long time ago, there was a man in this very village who had an eye they said could see the truth. Now usually you have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth. I'm over here, fella. But this fella, no, they say he had a different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now. Interesting. And the well, right over here. The water, if you take a look, it's pretty dried up. And actually, if we go down, we can hurt ourselves. There's what appears to be an entrance to a place over here. But can't really do anything about that. Anyways, let's just climb back up, because there's still there's a few things left for us to do here. There's actually a shop here now, it's right over in this general direction. Also, this person here, this beggar that was in Castletown, they're still around. Please tell me the contents of a bottle. Yep, if you have anything in the bottle that you don't want, you can just sell it to this person. But I think I'm gonna make do with what I have. Anyways, this house here that used to belong to the kid that would just wander around in the graveyard during the day, this house is now a shop. It's the bazaar that used to be in Castletown, actually. Let's see, what do you have to say? We moved here from the Castletown. I know times are tough, but I hope you'll be a steady customer for us. And there's just standard things that we can buy here, like bombs, hearts, shields if you ever end up losing yours, arrows, but we don't have a bow. We can't use sticks, so we can't really. It's kind of pointless to buy those. And right over here is a potion shop. I've alluded to this before, but yep. What do you have to say? An old witch runs a potion shop behind this one. You can get to that shop through the door to the left of the counter. Yep. Let's see, we can buy a Po for 30 rupees, we can buy some fish, a bottled bug, but we can just lift up rocks pretty much anywhere else and get bugs ourselves, so no need to spend the money for that. Blue fire, you need an empty bottle to put this in. Use it to feel refreshing coolness. Fairy, that blue fire, it's actually gonna be something I might pick up while we're here. Let's see, what do you have to say? Okay, the potion shop that they were talking about is right over here. And we can actually get a really good potion here. I heard that the Lost Woods where fairies live is a strange place with many mysterious smells. Wish I could just once make medicine with some of the strange things I might find there. May not be able to see very well anymore, but my nose still works fine. Yep. We'll be able to do something here later to get a really good item, actually. But, again, that's for later. And, how am I looking in terms of, like, bottles? I have an empty bottle. So, you know what? I think I actually am gonna buy that blue fire. Just because it saves me the trouble of doing something later. And we're not really gonna be spending our money on a lot of things anyways. I mean, it is a bit pricey. It's only 300 rupees. Well, I say only, but yeah, that is pretty pricey. But we do have some money to fall back on since we do have a full wallet. I'll just keep that there, but yeah, blue fire. We won't be using this just yet, actually. It's an eerie, cool, and flickering blue flame. Use it for a refreshing burst of cold. Okay, then. And this person here, they're still up here. Can you see from there? Something is happening on Death Mountain. Well, yeah, if we take a look, there's this big ring of fire surrounding Death Mountain, and there's an NPC. Might have been this one, actually. But before, they told us that the smoke around Death Mountain is indicative of how well it's doing. So, yeah, there's something going on there, but we're not going to be investigating that just yet. You? Not gonna talk to you just yet. Because that's actually gonna trigger a long chain of side questing. Anyways, our last stop here is the graveyard, because those two people at the entrance of Kakariko Village mentioned, or one of them mentioned, that they might have seen the ghost of Dampé here. And actually, if we go over to Dampé's hut, we can see that his diary is still here. Whoever reads this, please enter my grave. I will let you have my stretching, shrinking keepsake. I'm waiting for you, Dampé. Okay, well, before when we were a kid, we learned that he found an interesting item, so we'll see what it is. Also, if you're wondering where his grave is, it's this grave here. This grave wasn't here when we were younger. Also, there's more Poes here. Anyways, this plant right here, this is where we planted the magic bean. And in the past 7 years, it's grown into this. Just hop onto it, and it lifts up. And this crate here has a piece of heart. That's basically what the magic beans are for. They become platforms that will take you to different places that are just optional, but most of them have things like pieces of hearts in them. So yeah, that's their use. Anyways, let's pull this and drop in. So now, here's Dampé. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. Okay? It's not really a race, you just have to follow Dampé. You want to avoid the little balls of fire that he throws on the ground, and just basically keep up with him. And these flames are basically checkpoints. Okay, you can afford to get hit a few times, but like, those flames are basically checkpoints. If you don't reach them in a certain amount of time, then... Oh, I mean these doors, actually. Those doors are the checkpoints. But if you don't reach those doors, like, within a certain amount of time, they'll close and you'll have to start over. Also, I hear Redeads here. But, yeah, you just want to be careful, especially when you're making turns, because you won't be able to see where Dampé casts his flames. So, yeah. It's not that difficult or anything. And we're actually getting pretty close to the end here. Yep. Okay. And just go up here. And we made it! Cool. What do you have to say? The time of this race was 1 minute and 5 seconds. Young man, you were very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shot. Its spring-loaded chain will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't that sound cool? I'm sure it'll help you. I live here now, so come back again sometime. I'll give you something cool. one more thing. Be careful on your way out. Okay, then. Well, open this up, and let's get ourselves that hook shot. It's a really cool item. I love the hook shot. It's a spring-loaded train that you can cast out to hook things. While holding any of the buttons that you set it to, you can aim with the control stick or the gyro controls if you're using those, and release the fire. It can basically drag yourself towards anything it gets hooked on. It usually hooks on things like wood. Let me actually show it as an example. Okay, you can go to my Y button. That's usually where I like to set it. But yeah, wooden things like treasure chests, it can latch yourself to. Very handy item. And it's just a really cool item in general. But Dampé here played a little trick on us, because this door closes and we can't get out. So really, Dampé is just trying to kill people, if you think about it. Anyways, this block here, is that the same design that's on the Door of Time? Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that we happen to know... Nope. 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 How do you play? There. I forgot how to play that song for a second. But if it wasn't for the fact that we knew how to play the Song of Time, we would effectively be trapped in that room with no way of getting out. So, that's kind of a cruel trick to play on this Dampé. But we did it. And anyways, this here leads us to the windmill. This is how you're supposed to get that piece of heart that was all the way over there that I got with the boomerang. You would need to hop onto this platform and then just ride it until it brings you here. Anyways, we didn't talk to this person here. So, you look upset, grr. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago, grr. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. I happen to look like the Ocarina boy. Also, I have an Ocarina myself. What? You've got an Ocarina? What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then, a mean kid came here and played a strange song. It messed up this windmill. I'll never forget this song. You mean this song? We learned the Song of Storms. Okay then. And doing that will cause the windmill to start spinning out of control. Oh no, it's Storm again! You played the Ocarina again, didn't you? Grr! Chill. No, it doesn't seem like it's actually going that fast, but... eh. We learned another song. Anyways, Dampé. He said to come back and... race him, quote-unquote race him again. Because... shenanigans. Let's actually go ahead and do that. Because there's stuff. There's a prize for us involved. So... might as well get it out of the way while we're here, right? Okay, Dampé. I'm back. Are you fast on your feet? May not look like it. Yes, okay. So now we're gonna need to do this really fast. I believe we have to beat this within a minute or less. So I'm gonna do my best not to get hit. I already got hit. That's bad. This might be a failed attempt. Maybe. It's actually pretty difficult, like, trying to avoid getting hit, because that just sets you back quite a bit in terms of time. So, hopefully, that's not the case. Oh! Gotta be careful. Nope. Okay, I'm definitely screwing this up. Am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. Where am I going? I'm definitely screwing this up. It's this way. Oh yeah, I definitely screwed this up. Nope. Oh, and the time's running out. Nope. That's not good enough. Yeah, let's try it again. Okay. Can I do this? 56 seconds. 57 seconds, actually. Okay, then. And for doing that, he drops a piece of heart. So yay. That's neat. And we're pretty much done here in the graveyard. That's all I wanted to do. So now, let's leave this windmill again. There. No need to backflip over that, but I just wanted to be fancy. Anyways, now that we have the hookshot and it's nighttime, there's actually a gold skulltula for us to get here. One cool thing that the the hookshot can do, besides like latch onto wooden things, it can also latch onto the shingles of roofs. And right up here is a gold skulltula. Also, we can use the hookshot to get gold skulltula tokens. Very handy, especially since it can kill gold skulltulas in one hit. Anyways, there's a couple of things left to grab. Now, right over here, just head on over to Death Mountain Trail. Okay, so I will admit that I kind of skipped a few steps there. We're not going to be doing what I thought we were going to be doing at Death Mountain until a little bit later, but yeah. Anyways, we got ourselves the hookshot. Very cool item. Let's just latch onto... It's just gonna go through the tree? Really? Well, it lets us latch onto wooden things, like barrels. That's not a barrel, that's a crate. But yeah, if we're gonna go by what Sheik said, this might be the thing that we're supposed to get before we can go to the forest. Wonder what's going on in the forest right now. I'm worried about Saria too. She must be somewhere in the Lost Woods. Let's go check her secret place. Remember where she taught you her song? Wow, basically straight up telling us where to go. But yeah, that's a good lead on where to go. Anyways, we're not quite done with some side things that we need to do. Well, getting the hookshot was at least required. But yeah, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're just gonna do another optional thing, but it's gonna greatly help us when it comes to just getting to places. So, yeah. Anyways, with that done, thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Later!